No. Why you around them cowards? All right.
So.
That's right. Why did Bush knock down the towers? Happy 9/11, everybody.
Yeah.
We're here on 9/11 doing an episode of our podcast.
17 years later.
Yeah, and I'm actually in a pretty good mood because I bought that chair.
Yeah. So you want to tell the people about the purchase you made? It's sort so awesome. Yeah. I'm excited.
Sort of. Before we do our 9/11 episode, I want to talk about my new chair.
Yeah.
So it's a Cougar gaming chair.
Yeah, so it's basically like this fucking vibrant color ass
black
chair that's got mad support though.
It's black and orange.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got neck support and lumbar support.
Right.
2 different pillows. I put it together today.
Right, for comfort as you're impounding news.
It leans all the way back too.
Right.
You can sleep in it.
Wow.
It's really the only piece of furniture that you need, and it's made out of a nice synthetic leather in case you shit your pants. It's easy cleanup.
What kind of
I want to make a video where I'm like reviewing the chair and I'm like, I just talk about how you can shit your pants in it. But you were like, that's too close to Mullen's Mack Weldon reads.
Yeah. Well,
I guess he's got the monopoly on shitting your pants.
Yeah, it's the ultimate like Come Town did it. Come Town did it.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
why do I listen to you? We're guestless today, folks. We waited till last minute and we got a lot going on, but we're here, and wait, actually, I think I got just a little bit more about the chair. I think I got a pretty good deal on it, too.
Right, okay.
Hold on a second.
What's it retail at, and what did you nab it for?
I got it from Newegg. You ever hear of Newegg?
Oh, yeah. Newegg's huge, yeah.
What are they?
They sell computer parts, and like desktop accessories. I think I got that dual monitor holder over there from Newegg for like 40 or 30 or something. But it's like wholesale, and they have like deals on their website all the time. What a free ad for Newegg on our 9/11 special. Sponsored by Newegg.
I always feel like, is this a reputable company? Now, I don't think. Okay, no, this isn't the.
No, they're good. They're solid.
No, but I don't know what level of chair I bought. I think it's this one, just the basic.
Oh yeah, just
the basic one.
Yeah, gaming
there was
chairs.
one that was like flat, and then there's one that's
what if your company
got the ridges in it?
What if you had like a wooden gaming chair company and you sold like nice gaming chairs of wood? You would just handcrafted pieces of.
You wouldn't make a gaming chair out of wood because the purpose is that it's comfortable.
Well, I mean, like
it's got back support.
You got like bamboo cross supports or something, and it's all wood material.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, some of these chairs look like spaceships, or like they look like sex toys, like small sex toys.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
What do you mean they look like sex toys?
Like,
are you just talking? Are you just saying words again?
If you just look at the photos, they look like little penises.
Before we did the show, I said, "Hey Matt, what do you think? Do you think 9/11 was an inside job?" And he goes, I don't have a strong opinion either way." So that's the show that we have for you, folks. No strong opinions either way.
Perfect for a radio show.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so I got the chair with the grooves in it.
Yeah,
this one.
What's that?
But then there's another one that's flat.
Is that a Vertec? No, it's a Cougar. Okay, the Cougar Armor 1, $200.
Yeah.
Did it have good reviews, or like how did you pull the trigger, or like what made you decide?
I just bought it.
How was it put in front of you?
Because it's orange. It's my favorite color.
Right, but I'm saying, like, was it just an ad you were scrolling by, or like, how did it?
Are you ever recording this show and you're just like, who is fucking listening to this?
Yeah, I'm just asking because
just listen to some
it's
fucking
a gaming chair.
Talk
I don't
about
know.
His chair. No, it's a gaming chair, but it's also like an office chair. Like if you're like the point, like a gaming chair is you're going to be sitting in it for a long time.
Yeah.
So it has support. So it's also good for podcasting and researching and stuff like that.
Sure.
We should do that though. We should make and market specifically a podcasting chair.
Yeah, and it has
Right?
like the arm built into the chair, maybe, or something.
Yeah.
The little microphone.
And it has a
holder.
button to call Shelby to bring us more
yeah.
snacks.
Yeah.
It's just connected to Shelby's hip.
Yeah.
She gets not a strong, but a slight electrical shock.
Like just a correction shock.
Just
Yeah.
like a little shock, and then she knows to bring us more LaCroix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I grew up, we had this lazy boy chair, and it had
and then it also has a button to get Deb to stop talking.
so the mute.
Yeah. A mute button.
So it had these like big floppy arms, but it had like TV controls in the arms. It was like the Dr. Evil, like beep, boop, boop, boop.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, though. It's like because I don't have any more money now, but I am trying to like get into now that Andy's gone. It's just me and Deb in the apartment, so we're trying to like, put a little money into the place and make it look better. And really, like, there really is a lot of gimmicky garbage furniture out there that you don't need.
And did you fall for any of it? Like, what are you talking about?
No, but like I saw an ad for like I literally saw an ad for a smart garbage can. And what you do is it's a smart garbage can.
Okay.
I think the company is autonomous or something because I was looking at office chairs on them. By the way, very happy with my Cougar.
Yeah. New egg
shout out
Cougar.
to Cougar.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cougar. So it's like on one side is the garbage, and one side is the recycling. And what you do is you take your trash, you take this bag of weed that you spent $200 on, and you just put it.
The price is way too high.
You just put it in the thing, and then the garbage can figures out what it is and either rolls it over to the recycling or to the garbage.
So stupid.
And they go, I forget, and it's got a name too, like Edward or something. Like
oh
it's
my god,
that's
great.
Dinesh or whatever. Like,
you like wanted to buy it for half a second though, right? You're like,
no, I did not.
It sorts it for us, Deb.
No, and I am I'm a total sucker for that stuff.
Yeah,
like
it boiled your blood like immediately.
When I should not have like an extra $100 because I'll spend it on garbage.
Right.
I bought Oliver a collar the other day.
Right, and he has a perfectly good one.
No, he doesn't have one, but he doesn't like need one. Like he can't be walked by his neck, or he'll hang himself or something. Which
you could walk him by the neck. He'd figure it out.
He would, right?
Yeah, you guys you treat these dogs like little princes. Sorry.
Yeah, we do. It's nice.
Like your gay sons who never had.
It's like we're just practicing for a gay son with the dogs.
Yeah, I remember you said to that guy,
the gay son that we inevitably will have. And I'm so sure I'm gonna have a gay kid because Deb's family is like full of gay people, and I don't have a single gay person in my family.
Right.
I don't have a single out gay person in my family.
Right. And your family's gonna be like, well, that's. You make fun of gay people, you're gonna have a gay son.
Or you make fun of gay people to stop your gay son from coming out.
Little chest.
Yeah.
Little head chest.
Yeah. So then he's like, oh, he'll be ashamed of who he is.
Perfect.
He'll just be ashamed, and he'll go into a sham marriage and be unhappy his whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so yeah, the smart garbage can. So it figures out if you're, and then they go, I forget what the thing's name is, but they're like, actually, see if you can Google it. Jamie,
all right, yeah.
Jamie,
so
pull that up. Jamie,
Edward?
pull that up. No, but I don't remember the name of it. But it's like it just Google smart garbage can. It's so insane what people are spending their money on because they have nothing else to fucking. People have nothing else to buy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I just got this like electronic vacuum room. It's like a Roomba, but it's like Eufy, and it's like just this $250 fucking robot vacuum. Right? Oh, it's the best.
Yeah,
I'm like treating it like a cat. But
it's like the son you'll never have.
Right.
Yeah.
But you'd fall for that bullshit, right? Do you think that robot vacuum's all right?
Yes, I just don't. I mean, it doesn't take me that long to vacuum, so I would probably be. If somebody gave it to me, I would probably like it, but I would never go out and like spend money on it.
Right. That's exactly what happened. I got it in the mail, and I like couldn't remember my parents saying they were gonna. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna send you a surprise."
You thought a fan sent you something?
Yeah. I was like, "How did I get a vacuum?"
Yeah.
I originally thought like I bought it like when I was drunk or something.
Yeah. Lauren said she wanted to send us tracksuits.
Yeah.
But I already own enough.
Yeah, so it's okay.
But actually, Lauren, get me a velour, but get me a small, because they run big.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
and that'll like help you set weight goals too.
No, they already just run pretty big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got this video of a cube, a smart trash bin.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's
that helps
play
you recycle.
That's so crazy.
The case before us today has to do with a dustbin, intelligent and connected, helping us to recycle more and have these responsibilities neat and clean. It is called Cube and comes in different models, according to sizes and colors.
So what this YouTube channel is just a robot that reads voices.
It is no place.
Can you Google it, because I don't want to listen to this
right
the robot voice, but
right.
I want to hear the actual commercial. What was that? Is that you? All right. Well, anyway,
somebody's at the door. Do you want me to get it? Yeah. Let's pause real fast.
All right, folks, we're gonna take a quick break, or actually, maybe I'll just take over. I'm going to take over the controls, huh? How hard could this be? Just going to come over here. I can't believe Shelby made you stop doing your podcast to answer the door. Anyway, folks, what do I want to talk about, huh? When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. All right, we'll make a note of this. We'll have to cut this part out. Shelby just said that could have been a rapist, and I don't answer the door after 5. Yeah, someone's gonna rape you in broad daylight, Shelby.
Oh man, that's like that reminds me of my dad. Who like if we get phone calls during dinner,
the sun is out.
Yeah,
she doesn't answer the door after 5 p.m.
No, she doesn't answer the door. Anytime anybody's coming to the door, it's like, why? There's no reason.
There's 2 strong men here.
Right, exactly.
I'm pretty sure me and you could fight off any rapist. Right?
I mean, if they have a knife.
Unless it
We've got a knife.
We have a knife. Yeah, come on.
Friend of the show,
Bob Wachowski.
Yeah, Joel Wachowski's dad, Bob Wachowski, got us a switchblade. Or got me a switchblade.
You know, it's a funny story about Bob Wachowski. So when I recently, this was like maybe a year ago, I created a fake Facebook profile for my dad, and I was just like fucking around, like talking about comedy and how my son's a loser and stuff, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And I was just friending everybody and accepting every friend request. Bob Wachowski wrote me like a sincere message, and he was like, as the father of a comedian, I think it's a little messed up that your dad's out here on social media trying to steal your thunder. He's like, he should be supportive of you. He's like, this business is hard enough. He's like, this business is hard enough, and you know what? I don't think that's cool.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he's just fucking around. And he was like, still, it's not right. That's not what a father's supposed to do.
Hell yeah.
And then I wanted to be like, it's just me.
Right.
But I was like, this is the most dad thing anyone's ever done for me.
Right. So you felt super connected to him,
like
but you were like lying to him.
I felt like I had a father. Yeah. I was like, this is what a father's supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
And then I was like, I'm like, I can't, because I have a hard time lying to people. Like, I just don't want to lie to people.
Right.
I'm like, listen, I don't want to lie to you. That's me, And he was just like, all right, well, be careful out there. Be careful out there. What is this? Your dinner?
Yeah.
Is that chicken pot pie?
Yeah. She just handed me a chicken pot pie, and like I like looked at her, and I was like, I can't eat this right now.
She didn't even. Yeah, what the fuck is she doing?
I don't know. I love you, baby.
All right,
she's great.
We're only recording at my house from now on. Matt has to stop making me come to Astoria for this show. Every time we do it, I'm like, yeah, Matt, let's go. And we did the last 2 at your place, and the guest is my downstairs neighbor. And he's like, all right, what time you want to come here? Because he doesn't like to leave his house.
That's not true. I always come out there when it's convenient for you.
Yeah. All right.
Fine. Don't paint that picture.
All right. Well, what are we talking about today? 9/11?
Right. Do you know where this fucking Cube fucking commercial is?
Yeah. The smart garbage can?
Yeah.
This just becomes an appliance episode. We just talk about we're just reviewing. We're just two cucks.
Well, apologies to 9/11. We didn't have time to get to you.
Yeah.
For like, the special 9/11.
Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna have to check us out in part 2 when we talk about planes and towers and.
Yeah, you guys hear that? And trains.
Is she fucking retarded, though? She comes in here and puts a steaming bowl of chicken pot pie.
It took me like a half a second. Like, we all kind of realized something was wrong. But, are you going to try some? No, don't.
I'm not going to spit in your chicken pot pie.
You're going to try it, though, huh?
I'm going to give it a shot. I'm sure it's very good.
Trader Joe's chicken pot pie. This is courtesy of 9/11. We have all these different sponsors.
It's frozen?
Yeah. It's pretty good, huh?
No, there's too much time.
Okay.
Shelby, it needs a little salt. I don't like thyme.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's too floury.
Let's get her in here to tell. She's in the other room. All right. That's enough.
Guys, please email Shelby. Let her know that her chicken pot pie is a little underseasoned.
No, not. It's kind of bold to be flavoring something that's already pre-made, right? You don't know how much salt is in there. You could end up fucking it way up.
When she said, I'm going to make chicken pot pie, I envisioned her like making a pie crust.
Right. But if you just turned around and saw her, you would see she was holding a box from Trader Joe's.
Yeah. All right. You ever make a pie crust?
No, that's like egg and flour.
It's just butter and flour.
But no egg. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think you can make it without. You get like frozen butter and you grate it and just kind of like work the flour into the butter.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. Like I was telling Mike yesterday. Like I want to do a baked Q&A where it's we do like an hour-long bake of like a pie or like maybe like a pasta, and we could answer questions during the bake.
Make a lasagna or something.
Yeah. What's your favorite dish to make?
I guess I like anything with like a meat sauce, because it's like you start with the sauce, you just work on it all day, and you kind of like flavor it, and
yeah, and you get to stand out a little bit because you have the secret recipe.
Mm-hmm. I like making anything that's got like a long process to it, where you kind of like watch it change over the course of a few hours.
Yeah, you like adding and like you're like steering the ship towards where you want it to taste.
Yeah.
So like lasagna would be fun
because it tastes different when you first start it than when you finish it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like a lasagna. Oh boy.
What?
You just had to cough.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not dying. Warren Zevon, when he had lung cancer, he just like, worked furiously to put an album out.
Yeah.
Like you hear that about artists, like they have cancer. Like, Matt, we have to podcast. We have to podcast.
Just getting her fucking dumb fucking bits out.
Matt, listen. Okay, so what if we had 2 retards and they're they're getting gender reassignment surgery. Did you get that, Matt? Just sound like I don't want to say who because somebody's gonna fucking tell on me.
Yeah, fucking tattletales.
Tattletales. But you know, DM me.
Right. Email to the show at sit down.
That's a fun bit though. It's a fun bit.
Yeah, and we do answer it. You know,
I have 4 months.
Just fucking tell people what like the shit you're not supposed to say.
I sure do.
My favorite was like
email us sitdownpod@gmail.com. My personal email, michael.recine@gmail.com.
My favorite was like when it was like that person who pushed the manager at the Carolines, and they're like, we
told everybody.
This is blah at blah magazine. It was great.
But why wouldn't we say something?
Right.
And also that company fucked me, so fuck them.
No, I know. It's just funny to hear somebody in your inbox that's being like, tell me the shit that went down. I'm a fucking blogger.
Yeah. Well, we'll happily tell you anything that you need to know.
Yeah, as long as you're a regular person.
Yeah. He was given 6 months to live. And he put out as many podcasts as he possibly could. I'm just here to die.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's
What
say
about a dumb garbage can?
Mike. Okay, so it's like you got 6 months to live. We need to make enough episodes for podcast episodes until you're 70.
Yeah.
So you just do like 70 years worth of podcasts.
It's all just like current references. Like it's all about Drake. It was like, who the fuck is Drake?
Yes. Right. That actually sounds like it'd be pretty popular.
God damn it. What?
That'd be pretty popular. That would outlast you. It'd be like a shrine to your memory.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you know how like Michelangelo's David, like he's dead, but that statue lives forever.
Yeah,
that's what podcasts are.
Right.
You know,
we should write that movie.
All the times you talked about sucking a dog's penis are are enshrined in the internet forever.
That's a good movie, dude.
Someday your grandkids will listen to you talk about. You know.
Yeah, my grandkids are gonna hear me.
The time
get
you
bullied.
accidentally watched child pornography.
Yeah, that is kind of a weird thing to think about, but all right. So,
I had an okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right. So Matt and I, we had kind of a busy week, and we're like, we have to do a show. And we're like, what are we gonna do? And we sort of booked a guest to do a Sopranos episode. But then I was like, hey, it's 9/11. It's a 17-year anniversary, and I mean,
we've got to do something.
I was like, and I pulled up at his house, and I was like, let's do a 9/11 episode. And I guess the reason I want to talk about this is because when I was like 22, I watched that movie Zeitgeist, where it starts off being like Jesus wasn't real, and then it goes into like 9/11 being an inside job.
Okay.
And then it goes into like the history of like wars and shit like that.
Zeitgeist is a 2007 film by Peter Joseph. Conspiracy theories, archival footage, animation, narration.
Yeah.
So it's basically just like brainwashing material.
Yes and no. I mean, basically what's happening is what happened is, for me, after I saw that movie, I was like 100% convinced that 9/11 was an inside job, and you were stupid if you believe the official story.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people are sort of susceptible.
So you're watching this like 2008, 2009, 2010. So you're like 24.
Yeah, like 23, 24.
23. Yeah. Okay.
Probably like 22, 23.
So do you still have that opinion? Or have you come back?
So I feel like I could honestly argue both sides like equally as passionately.
Yeah.
Because
so when you were making fun of me earlier, you were like making fun of yourself having a middle of the road opinion.
No, you have no opinion.
I have no opinion.
You just drift through life like a fucking turd going in a swimming pool.
Like a rudderless turd.
You're a turd in a swimming pool.
Yeah, right. I'm a candy bar.
Where are we on timer? Like 15 minutes in?
Like 20,
Right.
23, 24.
Okay, so what I want to talk about is like, yeah, I was like, it's definitely an inside job. And then,
Zeitgeist, yeah.
and then, but I think the important, like the thing that I really want to talk about on this episode is like, that's a specific, okay, there's people on both sides of the argument that like you don't like and you don't identify with and you don't, like I just think it's very, like being a conspiracy person is a very arrogant point of view to have because that means that you think that you know something that everybody else doesn't know. You have a deeper understanding of a thing that happened, and I sort of I really do go back and forth between this is valid and these people are just a bunch of egomaniacs who need to like do something with their lives, you know?
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't, because I mean, in this country, we have like lied to start wars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like deliberately massacring 3,000 people on American soil and thinking you're gonna get away with it is like, just I don't know. It's so cartoonishly evil that I don't. It that alone just kind of makes me doubt it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is that.
Well,
It's hard to fathom anybody.
Have you seen a picture of Dick Cheney before?
No.
Like, have you just seen him smiling?
No.
He's
never
that.
seen him
He
smiling.
looks that evil. Look at this picture of Dick Cheney. It just it strikes. It makes my heart feel cold. It's
a lot of conservative guys look like that too. They have the like they're really red in the face.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good skincare or something. I don't know.
Avocados.
But I guess it like before you even do the research, just and you just think about like, is this possible? It just seems like a lot that this many people could be in on a conspiracy. You know what I mean? That this many people could be in on a conspiracy and like get away with it, and no one tells their wife or anything. You know,
Right. But I mean, like, okay, so now.
Like if
all these weird murders are happening.
If you blew up the Twin Towers,
Uh-huh.
there's no way you wouldn't tell Shelby about it.
Oh, 100% I'd tell her about it.
Yeah.
You know? I couldn't keep it to myself. You know? It'd be like the same thing if I got late night. I couldn't fucking keep a secret.
Yeah.
I'd have to tell people if I blew up the towers. I'd text you.
You'd have to tell somebody.
Yeah, dude. I'd text you a photo. Like, guess who's backstage?
But then you got to think, like, if you did blow up the Twin Towers, it would be selfish of you to tell your wife because now you're bringing this guilt on her. So it's almost like you have to keep it locked away.
That would be ideally good, but if I'm doing it, I think I'm crazy enough to brag about it, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're gonna blow up 9/11 and not tell anybody about it, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're the mastermind and like, you know, you're being questioned by people and it's like, what are you not going to claim credit?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing with conspiracies too, where it's like it gets to a point where you're like, okay, how many people are involved? How come no one has opened their mouth? And how are they able to get away with it? You know?
Sure.
Now, I mean, like killing Kennedy is like something. I mean, that probably could have. Okay, like killing the president probably could have been a few guys that shot him from somewhere because like 4 people wanted him gone.
Sam Giancana.
Yeah. Check out our episode with Matt Kreisman on assassinations.
But yeah, this one's like
Matt,
pretty
you're
deep.
so fucking high.
No, it's not. What do you mean? Like you're just like
you're
talking
too high.
into. I'm too high.
Yeah, you're not responding or anything. You're just going, yeah.
Yeah.
When I get late night,
listen.
When
back.
my number comes in, when I buy $1 million house in Atlanta from this podcast and I fly here twice a month.
That's very unfair. You were just talking some bullshit.
All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, so yeah, it is a deep conspiracy. So like isn't like most of it like it happened way higher up, like Dick Cheney level, you know?
Probably, yeah. I remember I did this moving job one time. It was for like a big industrial move. So there were like a ton of guys just working, like a ton of like career movers. And this one guy was like, man, I heard the morning before 9/11, there was like mad trucks going in and out of the World Trade Center.
Right. It's like, yeah, that's how it would work. It's really hard to drive over rubble.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, how else do you get explosives into a building?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know. But then it's like, okay, so there were enough explosives to have mad trucks going in and out.
Yeah, I just thought he meant there was like tons of work to be had, and like he was like upset that the towers came down. It's like, man, I had a job there on the 12th, the 13th.
Dude, they were like full office moves in there every day.
You know how long I sat in traffic on the 11th? I missed out on 2 more jobs.
Man, that's like $112 right there.
Yeah. And that's worth like $250 present day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. No, but
what about these people? How about the architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth? You know, doesn't that sound like a reputable group? Because their whole argument,
it does. But any dipshit can be an architect. You think it's hard to be an engineer? You just go, hey, okay, all right. There's land, there's water. Let's build a bridge.
Yeah. Like
engineer is the easiest job on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because it's intuitive.
So like rebuilding an engine.
Yeah.
It's like any monkey could do that.
Any monkey could do it. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's an interesting point. Architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth. Now, in that documentary Zeitgeist, one thing the guy says, the guy who designed it was like, you know, we designed this tower so that a jet could hit it at any point and it would be fine. Now, here's what I think. And if you want to play the like, you know, it's not a conspiracy card.
Okay.
I think that maybe the building might have been designed that way. But I was listening to a podcast one time, and this guy was on whose like uncle like built the World Trade Center or something. And every time people go, "What about this? What about this?" Like the structure of the building, the guy goes, "Yeah, that would happen if the building was built to code."
Oh,
and
yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
And then also like you look at like the mob was totally in control of construction in the 70s.
Yeah.
So maybe they were just like, I'm sure they had
right
something to do with like they probably just built it like shitty.
Yeah, it's like I wonder.
And then maybe that's why it fell. Maybe there weren't any studs in the frame.
Right, like
maybe it was all drywall.
The Chrysler building is hollow.
Yeah,
like we just never checked it out.
You're in the Chrysler building, like where's the fucking stud? You're like, it's all drywall. God damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, but that guy at Home Depot said it was the Jews. He didn't say it was the Italians.
No,
he said Jews.
Oh, he said that
code.
Well, he said that about my neighborhood. Yeah, I go. we only talked about this on Premium, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Guys, subscribe to us on Patreon. You'll get a ton of more racist content. This guy Dave owns the hardware store in my neighborhood. Dave's Hardware. And I'm like, hey, studs are 16 inches apart, right? And he just goes, yeah, it's supposed to be, but you know, these Jews, they cut corners. I'm like, all right, thanks.
You didn't laugh like
I'll be back
with
here.
him, right?
What?
Did you laugh when he said that, or were you like,
tell
whoa?
me about it? I wasn't like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to teach this old man.
No, I took his picture and posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
I was like, this man is an anti-Semite.
Boycott Dave's Hardware.
Boycott Dave's Hardware.
All of your comedian friends, stop doing shows at Dave's Hardware.
Then a Jew walks in and is like, hey, I'm making a building. Can I get two studs? He's just he's like, hey, listen, can I just use like thumbtacks instead of nails?
Yeah. He's cutting 2x4s in half.
Yeah. Can you cut these down the middle? Yeah, he was like, I can tell when the buildings are going up. Anyway,
so you're saying
So
probably wasn't built up to code.
Construction was totally controlled by the mafia back then. They were probably like overcharging, and I don't like that could happen,
right? Because of that Scarfo in Atlantic City, he like had all the concrete business on lockdown.
He had all the concrete business. So I'm sure, like, and actually, we probably should have researched this a little more to like connect it to the mafia, but that's probably what was going on. And like, I'm sure you could fly a plane into a lot of buildings in Manhattan.
Right.
They would topple over when they're not supposed to. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, the architect. Okay, you designed the building for a jet to hit it, but it's not like you were there building it.
Yeah.
It's not like you were there when Michael Franzese was like, "Hey, listen, I got to take some of these studs home to my," and then just puts them in his gives them to his wife as a present. Just gives her a steel beam. Oh my God, Michael, you got me a steel beam? Thank you so much.
Yeah, isn't there like a bunch of like tasteless stuff now where it's like 9/11 metal, but it's like a bottle opener?
It's on TV all the time. Yeah, the commemorative 9/11 coin.
Yeah. It's melted down jewelry from all of the leftover jewelry.
We took this off a secretary's neck and made it into a coin with Benjamin Franklin on it, saying, "Don't fuck with us, Osama."
Yeah. I mean, it is sad though. We were like looking at other stuff too.
I mean, that yes, and that should go without saying. Like, it's super sad, and we're not trying to.
Yeah.
Fuck you cuck.
Me.
We're not trying to like downplay the tragedy. I just think like you really do need to have an honest conversation about these things, and also like don't be so fucking precious about it. Like,
right.
Like I was in 9th grade when 9/11 happened, and so it was like a couple days after 9/11, and I made a joke about like the NYPD or something. Like I was like, and then my teacher like stopped, and he was like, "Mike Recine, do you realize what you just said right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry."
Yeah,
because he was so precious. Because I mean, and also like a lot of them died and everything.
I saw an Instagram story that Tom Takar did that was quoting you, fucking like slamming an audience member. Do you want to tell that story real fast?
No, because it's not related to the show.
Whatever. That's about firefighters.
Well, yeah, I was on stage and I was saying firefighters suck and they're too loud and they shouldn't work when it's raining out. Because
it's like your job's being done for you.
It's being done for you by God. Anyway, this lady's like, "My husband's a firefighter. He almost fell off a roof and died recently." And I'm like, "Well, he sounds like a shitty firefighter. He sounds like a fucking tard." That's right, bitch. You come correct. You heckle me, you better come motherfucking correct.
I read that and died laughing.
Thanks.
Shit was funny.
Anyway, so yeah, it's like you weren't there when they were building the towers. I also just feel like this is like an emotional, topic, but you really you should have an honest conversation about it.
Yeah.
And you can't, and that's how these who's probably got away with it.
Are you upset they're moving the truthers farther away from the monument?
They are.
Yeah. I work down there, and like I used to see him a little bit more, but I think they had to move him back a little bit as the area develops.
That guy Hampton Yount, he's a comic from L.A. He's got one of my favorite bits about conspiracy people, and he's like, "Oh, my family will be like, oh, we faked the moon landing, right?" And he's like, the only way to like talk to them is just by getting more crazy. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you believe in the moon?" And they're like, "Whoa."
That's funny.
Yeah. Because there is something inherently like just arrogant about a conspiracy person. Now, like I said, I'm always kind of going back and forth about what happened and what we should question and what I can just leave alone. And like, you look at Jesse Ventura sometimes, who's like, "Oh, they wanted that to happen. They wanted a terrorist attack." And yes, James Adomian does Jesse Ventura also. But I just think sometimes I listen to Jesse Ventura and I'm like, "Oh, this guy's like the real deal." And sometimes I'm like, "This guy's a fucking goofball." Because he had some conspiracy show where he's like, "They're holding the secrets of 9/11 inside that building and they won't let me in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in with my camera crew to find out what happened."
Yeah. The caption of the video is like, "They wanted it to happen." I'm from Minnesota. He was our governor.
Yeah, that's cool.
We had shirts that said our governor can beat up your governor.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was so.
I remember they were interviewing him one
back.
time, and he was like,
No, I'm not thinking about running for president, but if I did, my running mate would be China. I think she's a great woman. She's a fierce competitor, and she would be an asset to this country.
R.I.P. China, though, right?
R.I.P. China, baby.
Yeah.
Tough life.
Yeah.
The lady had a tough life.
Yeah,
You know who else had a tough life? I was driving over here today, and I remember like 7 years ago, me and my girlfriend, Erin, at the time, were looking at apartments, and we looked at this apartment in Williamsburg that was $2,000. It was out of our price range. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure now it's like 3,500 or whatever, but there was a guy, the super of the building was this guy, Anthony, and he looked like an old like drag queen, like not in his makeup, but he also looked very frail, like he probably had AIDS or something. You shook his hand and you were just worried that like his arm was gonna like snap off.
Yeah.
He was like a very sweet guy. And I saw him, and he's still alive, baby.
All right.
I saw him taking out trash.
But it's a feel-good story. I was getting ready to be sad.
Yeah, I know. I
Ready to be real
I
sad.
tell a lot of sad stories.
So I have Jesse Ventura on Pierce Morgan if you want it.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
All right.
Other than what the government's told you and what mainstream media has told
actually.
you.
I've
been studying it 4 years.
I was editor of a national newspaper.
I've
Now
taught
pause it for a second. Now this is what's annoying about.
You got to see his face where I paused it.
But see, this is the problem: is when people get all indignant about this stuff. Like I was on stage. Yeah. No, and he's wearing like a fucking tie-dye shirt. Like he looks like he works at like a used bookstore.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like,
Oh, don't mind the cats. They're sleeping. Just don't step on them.
Yeah, he's got a glitter undershirt and a jacket over that.
Hey,
Sporting the fucking mullet.
Those are my cats, Mittens and Jean Grey.
you're at some town that your girlfriend bugged you to go to. She's like, we never leave the city.
So Jesse Ventura.
Welcome to my yarn store. Oh, yeah, my wife owns the store, and I just kind of work here. Honey, do we have yellow yarn?
in depth every day for
Really?
5, 6
Now,
months.
this is what kind of
Really?
bugs
So I
me,
know
though.
about
Pause
it.
it. People who get all like indignant are like, how could you say that? My cousin was at Sabaro's that day.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the bit that we did on the show? We did some bit about like the Sabaros on 9/11. Like the guy who's a bum that the Sabaros is gone.
I don't remember exactly, but I think it was something about me being bummed out. I couldn't go to a pizza place at Ground Zero.
Right. Because it's closed.
Right.
You're like, nothing hit it.
Come on, the pizza's right there.
I can see it. It's just give me a piece.
Yeah, they're like, I'm sorry, sir, the cash register is down.
Sir, it's covered in dust. You're like, my body, my choice. Now give me that 9/11 covered pizza.
Oh boy, man.
Yeah. So
That's enough.
many
of Jesse
years
Ventura.
ago, back in like 2011, I was doing a show in Pelham, New York. I was headlining. I was talking to a crowd that already didn't like me. It was very working class people, and they're working class people are disgusting. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
You-
They're disgusting and they're uneducated. That's
Yeah.
why they work that job.
Uh-huh.
You know.
So you told the joke about abortion, probably got off to the wrong foot.
No, I said I had this joke where I'm like, there had to be a few people in 9/11 who died that were assholes, right? Like, there's no way everybody was a good person. Like, because it's like a financial building, right? So,
Right.
So a lot of them.
Yeah. Getting comfortable,
I'm
folks.
like, there's no way everybody who died was a firefighter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, oh, and they're like, some guy was like, no, that was tasteless. That was really tasteless. And then some black guy in the front row goes, man, you fucked up. You fucked up. And then like this lady in the back is like yelling at me. She's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know other people's lives. Just move on. And like when someone tells you to move on,
Yeah.
you listen. I'm the one getting paid $100 and a basket of chicken fingers to be here. Okay.
So is this
To
like a
entertain
feature
you. You
set
paid to
or
see
a
me. It's a
headline
headlining
set?
baby.
Oh.
And it paid like $500, which was very good money.
One night.
Yeah.
Nice.
For a night of work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For an hour of work.
So how much time did you have left to do?
I was almost done. I was like 47 minutes in. And I actually I recorded it, but some ladies
That's a pro.
some ladies like, yeah, just move on. Talk about something else. And they're like, her friend's like, all right, enough, Patty. I'm like, yeah, enough, Patty. And it's like, okay, clearly she probably like had a friend of a friend of a friend who got a splinter or something, you know?
Yeah. Well,
but
seemed like you really whipped him up.
well, I just feel like we have to be objective about this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are celebrating that they killed Osama bin Laden, first of all, he was dead for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't even believe that story.
He had a stack of porn.
No, they killed him a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
That's what my uncle said, who
He's
works
not
for
alive
the
still
CIA.
in Brazil.
What?
Living with Hitler.
Yeah, him and Hitler.
In Brazil, just
Him and Hitler are doing a podcast right now.
they got their new lives all set up.
Yeah.
Man, there was like a Brazilian candidate that got stabbed recently. Did you see that?
All right, let's focus here.
Yeah, sorry.
Who was? I don't know. Who was it?
I don't know. It's just that you can blame that one on the weed. I'll give you that.
All right.
All right. Back to 9/11.
But I just feel like if you're doing that, if you're gonna be so like somber about it, I mean that's how like if it was an inside job, that's how people get away with it because they play on your emotions and your like need to honor the dead and all that and all that stuff. And I just like this reminds me of. So I started following these like kind of right wingers.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And what I like about social media is that like it used to be it kind of used to be like the most talented people got famous or the most resourceful and the most
or succinct, or they had a certain style.
They had a certain style or like just people who were like
there was talent involved.
Yeah. Yes.
Not to cut you off.
Stop interrupting. We're gonna have a real fucking problem. I'm gonna 9/11 your apartment. I'm gonna fly a plane into your one bedroom.
Oh no, I'm
gonna do a Pablo
Chucks
Escobar.
are going in and out all day.
I'm gonna pay some mujahideen to I'm gonna be like the great Satan actually lives at 3162 31st Avenue in Astoria.
Yeah.
But anyway, where the hell was I? So it used to be like the most famous people or the most talented like for every Lucille Ball, right, in the 40s there had to be at least 1,000 people who like just weren't as talented and didn't make it.
Yeah.
But social media lets you see that rung of people, that middle rung of people that like has a little bit of a following, like us.
Yeah.
like me and you.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube famous, Vine famous. Yeah.
Right.
I got
so
you.
it's like these guys are never going to be Bill O'Reilly. They're never going to be Alex Jones, but they have a little following. They have their, they sort of, and it's kind of.
So tell me about him. What do we got?
So there's a guy that I follow.
And this is a hate follow, or are you starting to turn into Deb?
It's kind of a hate follow, but.
Because Deb listens to Ben Shapiro, right?
No, she just likes him. She's just a big fan. But anyway, this guy, he's one of those like no excuses. The flag. I love this country. I support the troops.
Yeah, you better not kneel for the national anthem.
I carry a gun in my sock to go to Target.
Yeah.
Because just in case somebody fucking starts some fucking shit with me. And they all have like long beards now. He's got a thing. Yeah, and also it's like it is kind of entertaining too.
I've noticed a lot of blonde gun Instagrams that have been popular that I've seen regrammed. It's like some hot girl like on a shooting range, and it's just a mix of It's just like a right winger's wet dream, you know?
Mm-hmm. Dude, here's one of this guy's posts. It's a photo that says "Kings eat first." King eats first.
Yes, Queen.
King eats
Preach.
first. If you're dead, you can't help anyone. If you're hungry, you can't hunt. If you're broke, you can't help the broke. If you're lost, you can't lead.
Man.
The king eats first. It's the mantra of my company, Lions Not Sheep. It's a slogan. It's a way of life. The more I do me, the more I eat, the better I am. The healthier my mind, the more money in the bank, the more money my kingdom thrives. Hey, Dad, do you think I could have some ice cream?
No, fuck you. It's mine. The king eats first.
This guy sucks.
This guy sucks. And the more my kingdom thrives, the more I'm able to expand, grow, and help. Also,
Kings eat first.
I'll tell you one thing this guy doesn't have.
What?
A queen, because he's divorced. He's hella divorced.
Yeah, it's incomplete.
fucking
Kings
sad
eat
divorced
first and alone.
Yeah. And what's so funny about this guy is that like he sort of he sort of represents himself as this like, I'm an alpha. Here's a picture of Winston Churchill because I take what I want and I go after it. I don't make excuses. But this guy's like a fucking pussy.
Dude, that's the thing about social
Like,
media. What if you met him in
you're a
real
fucking
life?
boy. What?
What if you met this guy in real life? You know, social media, it's like everything he does is like, oh, I'm fucking cool, the American flag. And like you met him and his voice
Yeah.
is like an octave higher.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He's like, hey y'all, yeah, so, you like my Instagram?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just like he's just talking like a southern.
Yes, exactly. You can make yourself be anything you want on Instagram, and that guy's clearly compensating. Or
No,
like,
but I feel like any like
it's like
this
an identity
guy-
crisis.
It's an identity crisis. This guy's just a fucking pussy.
Did he serve in the military?
Probably some Marine Corps bitch.
Fucking bitches.
No, he probably did, but it's like he was me with my gun.
This guy
He's
sucks.
holding it. This guy sucks. He's holding a gun. It says, "Come and take it."
Ugh. It's like so fucking
Come
pretentious.
and take my gun, liberals.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And the only thing in focus in the photo is the gun, and the focus rolls off super hard, and it's black and white. He's so fucking
I'm like, how do you live this life and you don't fucking hate yourself?
right.
But anyway, so this guy makes me feel a little better. And then he had some posts about how like his daughter has like a terminal illness or something. It's my daughter's first day of high school. Dear Lord and baby Jesus. That's kind of funny. Well, no, actually, that's been done.
Yeah.
Please
it's
help me. Please keep her safe.
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, Talladega Nights. And please remind all the boys I have more guns than all their dads combined. Because I have a gun. Because I'm tough.
I mean,
Anyway.
if he's happy and she's happy.
No. Matt.
I can't carry around that level of disdain because it is so douchey.
So anyway, here's his. Yeah, but like again, the point I'm trying to make is like, this guy's probably a fucking coward.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And he's just like this identity crisis of like, oh, I'm going to latch on to guns,
Guns,
barbecues,
masculinity.
and the American way of life.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
and the thing is, I mean, if he knocked on your door right now, he probably could. We'd have to trick him into. We'd have to like.
We would have to bring Mr. Switchblade.
We'd have to fight real dirty.
Like, we get it. We get it. We're smarter than you. You could beat us up. We know that.
Yeah.
But we're craftier.
But he just seems like a sad, angry guy. And then here's his 9/11 post. Sensitive content. See photo. The photo is a body falling out of one of the twin towers. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your political correctness. Terrorists need to die. Kill them all.
How many likes?
4596.
4,596?
Yeah, almost 4,600.
Wow.
Then somebody goes, I think everyone died a little bit that day. And the guy goes, I woke up.
Wait, what?
But this doesn't, you would think it would be in his bio if
Jesus
he actually
Christ.
served in the military. Let's see.
Right.
Right?
My favorite's Stolen Valor. I could watch a million of those videos.
What is that?
You
I mean, I know what it is, but
All right. Well, it's basically just, you're at an Applebee's and you spot a guy whose ribbons are wrong, and you're like, your buddy died in Iraq. So it's time to go confront this fucking poser and beat the shit out of him. And pull out your cell phone and fucking fuck this dude up. That's stolen valor. That's how they should every fucking stolen valor.
Let's do our Patreon episodes just in full army fatigues and see if anybody tries to stop us.
Ooh, most of mine have been thrown out.
That's
my
right.
Air Force fatigues.
Veteran. Oh, you kicked the shit out of this fucking guy.
Well, I mean, I'm strong still, but like I'd never trained in the arts of physical fighting.
Yeah, so he's an actor.
Okay, I think a few lessons would be nice. I've never been punched in the face.
I haven't either. Let's punch each other in the face right now.
At the same time?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, that's what this guy said. We're just talking about shitty 9/11 takes. He goes, "Fuck your feelings. All the terrorists need to die." I wish I wish I could have that worldview. I wish my brain worked.
I used to think like that. Middle of the country, I played like army video games and stuff, and like
Call of Duty.
Yeah, my brother, he was like a Marine, and he'd call them like Hajis, and like skinnies and stuff like that, and you're just like, yeah, kill. And we played war out in the Midwest, like we'd run around our neighborhood, and like if you got close enough, you could count them out.
Yeah. It's just funny, the idea of like, all these Midwesterners being like, 9/11, that was fun. We had to kill those. And it's like,
it worked.
You know how many Jews and gays and women were in those towers?
Yeah, floors 100 through 105 that was a jazzercise.
Yeah, it was the Zumba headquarters.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was a Rumble boxing up there.
All right, so now here's another guy. Now this guy is a combat veteran, okay?
Yeah, so even though we're about to shit on you,
he's
respect.
Like a traditional Midwestern guy. Yeah, respect for being on a base in Iraq and eating corn pops.
Hey, it's tough being away from your family.
Can do that. Not everybody can do that.
Right.
Yeah. No, but this guy. But here's another one. Like, he posted a picture of firefighters. Nobody complains about toxic masculinity when men are doing what men do best, and we're damn lucky there are those men who are willing to do it. We honor them by standing with them and living a life we're fully capable of living and worthy of their sacrifice. And I just feel like all this like rah-rah troop stuff, like Saudi Arabia did 9/11, right?
Yeah, because you were talking about that Canada tweet where they basically tweeted at Canada, "We're going to 9/11 you."
Yeah, which I don't really know the details of that. I just saw the tweet.
Yeah,
but like
it was like 9 of the,
but wasn't it like 17 of the 19 hijackers were Saudis?
Yeah, most of them were Saudis.
So, and I wish I knew more about that connection and
right.
Which is why we have to have more experts on the show.
Yeah, so if you're if you're a real expert and you live in the New York area, we'll come to you maybe. We're obviously not going to go very far.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, we'll hop in a van and we'll drive to your house.
We need authors and we need people who, know stuff.
So if you're smart, please write us at sitdownpod@gmail.com.
Hell yeah. But anyway,
yeah, I've got some of this Trump business in 9/11. Remember, you're like, save that tab.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's time to get into Trump's relationship with 9/11 here.
Mm-hmm.
So just some of the funny stuff.
Oh, that was on the when he called in the radio show.
Yeah. So that'll be the second clip I play, but the first one is him yesterday, September 10th. And you're like, he didn't just say that. Here we go.
Everyone who helped clear the rubble, and I was there, and I watched, and I helped a little.
Fuck you.
Fucking idiot.
And I watched, and I helped a little bit. But I want to tell you, those people were amazing. Clearing the rubble, trying to find additional lives. You didn't know what was going to come down on all of us, and they handled it.
That is the crazy thing that you don't think about that. And actually, Steve Buscemi cleaned up the 9/11 wreckage.
Oh yeah,
but you don't really think about that, like just cleaning up the stuff. And I don't know how you even do it, if you put it in dumpsters or I guess bulldozers. But like, I'm sure you're finding body parts and just heads and faces and
toxic dust,
people's watches, and yeah.
All that Jon Stewart trying to get them
You just find
money.
You know, you just find like a severed penis. You put it on your friend's shoulder. You're like, you got something on your shoulder. He's like,
we have fun on the job. Man,
just like a Michael Scott type who's like in charge of cleaning up 9/11. He's like, I'm the most fun boss you'll ever have. Now we are cleaning up 9/11, but
that doesn't mean we can't have fun.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's still stuff where
he was reading a prepared statement there.
He was.
He's holding a piece of paper.
Oh my God.
And I helped a little.
Oh my God.
So good. All right, so I got the other clip loaded. Ready?
Of Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Trump calling in. Yeah.
Yeah, so here's Trump on 9/11. He's calling into a news program, and it's amazing.
You have one of the landmark buildings down in the financial district, 40 Wall Street. Did you have any damage, or did you know what's happened down there?
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
Hell yeah, Donald.
Now it's the tallest.
It's all about the silver lining with this guy.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. King.
Jesus. But that's every year you just look forward to what he's gonna say.
Yeah, but there's something about him where it's like I don't even think he consciously made that decision to be like, you know what I'll do is I'll call the radio show and remind everyone I have the tallest building. I think that's just how his brain operates.
Yeah.
Where he just does it like naturally.
Yeah, he's naturally the biggest asshole in the world.
He just doesn't even realize he's doing it. It's just like years of conditioning. Yeah. There's a story about Trump and Don Jr. and like Don Jr. was like all excited to go to a baseball game with his dad. He was in college at the time, and he was like wearing like a Yankees outfit or something. And Trump comes to his dorm room like in front of his friends and goes, "Take that fucking stupid outfit off and put on a suit, you fucking idiot. I'll meet you in the car."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, you're not going there to watch the game. You're going there to like see if you want to buy the team.
Yeah, I guess.
Can't go in wearing fucking baseball.
It just kind of shows you that like, and that's that kind of parenting like produced a Donald Trump Jr.
Right.
You know?
And can I tell you,
the world needs more love is my point. Go ahead. What do you have to say? What high thought do you have to have?
Well, I want to say, like,
Here's
got old.
Thoughts
Here we
Matt.
go. Here, high thoughts with Matt. I have old parents too, so like, I feel like Barron. You know, he's like such a gap between his siblings. Like they're not trying with him. Barron's always wearing like the funniest shirts from like Walmart that are like, "Fart, fuck out of here," stuff like. Have you seen any like Barron Trump's shirts?
No.
Man, I think they're done trying because he's like already like. He's like over trying to discipline his kids.
Yeah, but he's Melania's only kid.
Yeah, I'm sure she loves him, but like I'm saying, like Trump's not gonna like put a little suit on Barron. Like he's gonna go to like if they went to John McCain's funeral, like
it's like Barron, come on, put on your female body inspector shirt and let's go.
He'd be wearing like a "Who Farted" shirt.
Yeah.
Let me just Google Barron Trump t-shirts.
All right, so there's a couple things about 9/11 though, where like it makes you. Now, a couple years ago, I decided I was kind of ready to let go of that conspiracy stuff because I was like, that's probably what happened. The building wasn't built to code. It went up too fast. And I bet that Osama just told his guys to like go fly some planes into a building, take out a few hundred people. And I remember hearing somewhere that like Osama didn't think the buildings were going to collapse.
Yeah. I mean,
it could have just been like, hey, let's crash into the two symbols of
what if it
American
was
commerce? Let's crash in the Pentagon. Let's crash into the White House, which was probably what Flight 93 was supposed to do because that was delayed, right?
Right. Well, I feel like it would probably felt like, like the beginnings of Ocean's 11. You know how like they're explaining how it's like impossible and they'll never be able to do it. Mm-hmm. So like I'm sure they were skeptical of their plan, but they felt they had a good chance.
Like Danny Ocean. He's just like hot. He's a sex symbol.
Yeah. He's like, we're going to steal 4 planes.
That sounds Russian.
Yeah. Well,
he's like, I only lied about being a thief.
Yes.
No, come here and let me. That's how he got that beard from eating pussy.
Yeah. Osama's just like a fucking handsome Arab George Clooney.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is. He's not a bad looking guy.
Anyway, sorry to derail you with that.
No, that's okay. But I guess what I want to say was
19.
but like a few years ago, I was listening to like an old Opie and Anthony clip, and I was like, yeah, that's probably what happened. The building wasn't built to code. And then with Building 7, some cop called in, and because the kid who made Loose Change was talking about Building 7. He was like, yeah, you know what happened? Debris fell into it, stupid. That's how the building fell over, you fucking idiot. And it's like, and there was something about like the way that guy talked, the way that like, he was down there, he was at ground zero, and I'm like, all right, this guy probably has a better idea of what happened than this 22-year-old kid who made Loose Change, right?
Yep.
But there's still stuff that I hear about or that I see that makes me go, what the fuck happened here? And we're owed an explanation.
All right, so let us talk about the first thing that...
All right, so Kenny Johanneman was one of those people. If you can load that clip.
Sure.
Okay, so
give us a little backstory.
Kenny Johanneman was he was a janitor in, I think, the North or South Tower, one of those. One of the towers, it doesn't matter. And he's on the news saying that he pulled a guy out of the basement. There was a big explosion in the basement. Now, the 9/11 truthers kind of paint him as being this like key 9/11 witness. And let's take a look at let's listen to him.
A tower.
What floor were you on?
B1.
What floor?
The first one.
What happened? Tell me.
When a big explosion happened, some guy came out. His skin was all off. I helped him out. This is him all over.
So pause that. There are multiple accounts of people being like, we were in the lobby, there was a big explosion. Like in that documentary that I watched, they cut it together. People saying explosion, explosion, explosion.
Right.
And that's kind of what he's describing right here. So go ahead.
I've seen at least 14 people jumping out of windows. It's horrific. I can't believe this is happening.
Anything else that you saw? Were you there for the second hit by the plane?
About 10 minutes later, the second building went off.
Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it. It just blew up. A big explosion. People started running. It was just chaos everywhere. Yes, I was right there. I was down in the basement. Came down. All of a sudden, the elevator blew up. Smoke. I dragged the guy out. His skin was hanging off, and I dragged him out, and I helped him out to the ambulance.
Okay, cut that. So there's just stuff like that happens that it's really just fucking unexplainable.
Right, and this guy's dead now.
He's dead now. So he allegedly, we're gonna be dead, maybe
because we're talking about it.
Because we're uncovering the truth.
They listen to it. They're like, nah, they can live.
yeah. I like his tomato sauce. But so go on. So Google him. Google that guy if you don't mind.
Him again?
Yeah, because he allegedly killed himself a few years in 2007. Now, I don't know why. Now,
oh, yeah.
Now, look.
So you were uncovering, what's the name of this website you were using?
WikiSpooks.
I feel like we're going to have to bleep part of that.
No, we're not. It's the name of the website.
What if there was a website called
It's like a Wiki. It's like a
Wiki N-word.
No, Matt.
That's. I mean, like if the derogatory term is like inserted in the middle of a word.
It's like a conspiracy. Wikipedia. It's like Wikipedia, but conspiracy.
Okay.
All right. So
I got him pulled up.
So find his suicide note. Right now, the guy is a janitor, and they're not really smart people. But
All right, so the suicide note says the reason I killed myself was because I was getting evicted, can't handle homelessness. Also very depressed since 9/11. Drinking too much, it's ruined my life. Blah blah blah. Goodbye! 3 exclamation points. Kenny Johansson.
Now, who the hell knows? Now, it says that allegedly his cousin offered him a place to live. So, I think, I mean, I don't know. And then mental health treatment is such a thing where
his cousin would say that after he killed himself.
Yeah, right. He's like, I don't know, Kenny. It's
no, you can't live here.
It's kind of crowded over here. That's the thing with New York too. It's like if you get evicted though, there really is like nowhere to go. Like there's no way that I could. I mean, as good of friends.
Yeah, you've got a couple of nights. It's not a fucking done deal. You know what I mean?
There's just no space to put somebody.
Right.
So it's like if I found out I was getting evicted, I probably would kill myself.
But you have the ability still to earn money.
What?
You could just move.
Yeah.
You could just go somewhere else.
But anyway, so it's a little weird. And then like that suicide note looked like it was written in like crayon or something.
Yeah.
It's just weird that a 9/11 witness who says I pulled someone out of the building who was covered in after I saw an explosion ends up killing himself.
Well, it kind of looks like my mom's handwriting.
Maybe your mom's in on it. What if you know how you go, oh, there's like so
Judy.
many, you know how you go, oh, there's so many people involved if it's a conspiracy?
Yeah.
What if half the country is in on the conspiracy?
Ooh.
And it's just like there's half or like a third. And a third of the people are like in on it and they got like $300 to do 9/11. It was like a Bush tax cut.
Yeah.
They got $300 to do that and shut up about it, and then the rest of us are just like, what happened?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Michael.
Yeah. You would end up saying something.
Under
like,
penalty of fake murder.
They're like, listen.
Suicide.
Listen, you're all Sagittariuses and Tauruses. So we know that you could help us get away with this. So your job is when people bring up loose change, you go, that's crazy. Here's $375. You're like, all right, deal.
Oh boy.
So I don't know. It's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
That
you know, I think it's reasonable. I don't know. I'm not smart about any of these conspiracies, but you know, I feel like I could be persuaded either way. You know, a ground zero rescuer.
You totally could, yeah.
Saying
you totally could.
Yeah. And then there's also like the loose change guy could get me, you know. They could be like,
you could probably join a cult.
What about Building 7?
You could probably join a cult too, because you would be the guy like at the that's just doing the sign up at the orientation that gives you your name tag, and you're like, oh, this guy seems friendly, you know, because you don't know what's going on at the higher levels, but they go, hey, this guy's likable. It starts off
me shooting tech, you know, and it's just like, oh man, like I'm just doing all these videos for him, and it's great.
They just have you shoot footage of like flowers and like people in the park, and they give you $6,000 for it. And you're like, all right, cool.
Or like, ooh, it would be great to get in on the ground floor, and maybe I'm like cutting their like brainwashing footage, and they're like just like, you know, helping me like along with the edits and stuff, and I get paid massive amounts of cash because I'm like behind the scenes helping them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's my ultimate role, is to ride other people to the top with my skills in you know, editing and stuff. Yeah, you started editing a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I made a video last night.
It's up on your personal YouTube?
And it's not, I had to make it public to share it. I know you don't have to do that, but I did.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, it just says my movie. Do Mike Recine my movie. You probably.
Yeah.
It's a self-tape for a TV show.
Yeah.
A Vice show. Anyway.
That's pretty much time. But like go subscribe to our YouTubes. And
well, okay, so we do have to wrap up in a little bit, but I also want to talk about Larry Silverstein.
Okay.
Now, I don't know a ton about Larry Silverstein. I just know the most I know about him is that there's footage of him. If you want to pull that clip up.
Oh, you want me to pull up this stuff? Why don't you just describe it? It's not really that, you know.
Okay, so there's footage of Larry Silverstein talking about Building 7, which I think he owned.
Right.
And,
Correct. Yes.
And he was like, we had such huge damage and loss of life that I told them that maybe we should pull it.
Right. Which is a term.
And pull it is a demolition term, meaning bring the building down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that mean? Was the building now to play the non-conspiracy card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he say that on camera? Why would the fuck did we misconstrue something? Like, why would he say, "Oh yeah, then we just blew the building up"? Why would he, if he's like this mastermind, right? And that's where like conspiracy people annoy me because you're like, come on,
right?
So you think they like carried this thing out, but then he's like, "Oh shit, I said that we blew up the building."
Yeah, but in reality, that's just an old man who didn't get his lunch yet. He's like, I said we 9/11.
Yeah.
No, but he is a slimy, building owner, Jewish man. So he's not.
He's a building owner that happens to be Jewish.
And happens to be slimy.
We're not saying that the Jews did 9/11.
Listen.
Although if you play this episode backwards.
You could, that's right. But what was his he was supposed to be in the towers, What was his big excuse for not being there during 9/11?
So that's okay, that's weird, right? That he's like, I said maybe we should pull it. We should pull Building 7. Now, also allegedly he took out an insurance policy and like got like $5 billion.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is like if you got mad rich off of 9/11, that seems a little shaky. He made billions of dollars off of 9/11?
I mean, Google that, but I think he did. Because I think he took out an insurance policy that specifically protected against terrorism, like the day before or something like that.
And what's this dweeb's name again?
Like Larry Silverstein.
He sounds like the type.
But now I'm not sure. And see, that's kind of the weird thing about this is like when you hear information like that, you're like, well, how credible is this? I found this on wikiguineas.com.
Yeah.
WikiSpooks. It's on a website called WikiSpooks.
Right. Here, let's see here. I'm on
so
Snopes.com.
You're like, how reliable is this information? Okay, cool.
Snopes is the famous debunker.
All right.
Did a World Trade Center leaseholder, that's our boy, Mr. Silverstein, buy terrorism insurance just before 9/11? And the claim is a mixture of true and false.
Oh.
Boy. All right, so
he was like, I just want to make sure. Does this cover if an American Airlines flight on it that's supposed to go to Boston? Does it matter if it's supposed to go to Boston?
Yeah. It's like really long, but
because they were flying from Newark or from Boston. They were supposed to go to Boston.
I do see this graphic you're talking about from the freethoughtproject.com, which is like fucking like how good are the facts there?
Yeah.
Here just months before 9/11.
But play that Charlie Rose clip.
All right, that's the one where he's.
We're not here to point fingers at anybody. I'm not going to criticize a guy for making a good living. This is America. This is what we,
And that's the one where he said,
"Do Larry Silverstein, Charlie Rose."
The title of this clip is "The Analysis and Signs of Lying."
Where were you on September 11th?
Right. Wait, pause it. Charlie Rose is just not wearing pants in this interview.
You can only see the table, so that's really funny.
Yeah. This is Larry Silverstein.
I was home. And the only reason I wasn't where I was every morning, subsequent to the 26th day of July,
the fuck is he talking
my
about?
mornings were spent usually at a breakfast meeting at Windows, an 8 o'clock breakfast meeting, Windows, the top of it.
But the other thing is, like, if you did 9/11, why the fuck are you giving interviews? Why are you on TV? Why are you doing
Maybe
any of this?
Maybe it's like this whole, like, if I don't give interviews... Well, he lost a building. Of course, they're going to want to talk to this guy. So, like, we on our previous episode...
I feel this, though. People always tell on themselves. And also, like, if someone said to you, Matt, I have $1 billion in that briefcase. All you need to do is just let 3,000 people die in an explosion. I think a lot of people would have a really hard time saying no to that.
I'd say no to that.
To $5 billion?
Yeah, it's just like, that's a lot of people, dude. If I could choose who those people were, I'm in. But I mean, like, some of those.
Wait. It's 3,000 people, though.
I would just pick a lot of fat slobs who don't deserve it.
You would just pick all Italians or something.
Or sad people that couldn't get the job done themselves. Ooh, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull your microphone.
Listen though, like I don't think I could take $5 billion just because all those people would die, you know?
I just feel like if someone came to you and they were like, listen, we're gonna, like, maybe there were other people that came to Larry Silverstein just to play devil's advocate, that they were like, listen, we're blowing up the World Trade Center. Why don't you take out an insurance policy? And it's like, they're like, we're already doing it, and we'll kill you if you say anything.
Yeah, he's like, wow, what am I not gonna profit?
What, am I not going to make an appointment at the dermatologist? But that's why. But honestly, like, I have such a hard.
That's where he's eventually goes in this clip. He talks about going to the dermatologist. His wife makes an appointment.
Made him an appointment, and I saw him say the same thing on a Bravo show.
Yeah,
but my wife says, "You're not going to work today." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Because I made you an appointment at the dermatologist," and then I found out that the towers fell down, and it's like.
We talk about the lying, you know, like this dumb story with all these like not important details. They discuss that as like those are telltale signs of like a fucking lie.
I just have a very, very hard time believing that you coincidentally were supposed to be in the towers and then you weren't there and you own the building.
Yeah, and you didn't even go to your appointment, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, show us a doctor's note.
If anything, fake your own death. You know?
You're right.
Leave town. Take the money and fucking leave town.
That's right.
Pretend you're dead. Don't go on Charlie Rose and lie to us.
Oof. That would be cool to fake your own death.
It would also be cool to get away with 9/11. I mean, you would feel like a real G.
I'd have trouble keeping my mouth shut.
That's why you live in a 1-bedroom, because you don't have the cold blood.
Yeah.
And that's why me too.
I don't have the killer instinct.
Yeah. Anyway, I got to go, but glad we got to that conclusion that the Jews did it, everybody.
Okay, so support our YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Leave us a review. We have been stalling out, but we just hit 200 reviews on iTunes. If you want to leave us a review,
cool, guys! Thank you so much for doing that. That actually, those ratings, like, they help us out.
Yeah,
you know?
Those are like huge indicators.
It's good optics,
right?
To get those ratings. So if you do nothing else for the show, rate us 5 stars. If you do 2 things for the show, rate us 5 stars and tell your friend about the show.
Hell yeah.
And then if you do 3 things, tell a friend, give us a rating, and support us on Patreon, okay? Give $5. What's $5? And you know what? For us, it goes a long way, okay?
Yeah, exactly. One step closer to business class from Atlanta.
No, I mean, honestly, like, we're making money from the show. It's not great money.
It all helps.
It's not great money, but it's like half my rent. So it's like we're making like $80 a show, which is cool.
Yeah.
But we deserve more.
And here's our last 2 5-star reviews.
And we don't have ads.
Here's good for when you run out of Come Town episodes. This is the next best thing. Thank you, Mike Disc Golf. And here's to 200. Woodworking related materials should stay on Come Town. Maybe
fucking stings, but I'll take it.
Try some stuff about pipe fitting or glass blowing. Thank you, Sundeep Gupta.
Geez. Whatever.
Hey, these are 5-star reviews. You better fucking take it, bro.
Why do they think Nick Mullen has the monopoly on woodworking?
We love his show though. He's fantastic.
I don't love it. I think he's a fucking fraud. I think he's a fucking bitch.
You heard it here at first, folks. All right, I'm going to enjoy this chicken pot pie.
All right, eat your frozen chicken pot pie, and that's it for us. Guys, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Later.